Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel Andrea Marino Polyglot Experience. In today's short, I would like to talk about accent. Among language learners, I've come across people who put huge emphasis on trying to achieve a good accent, and other people who, on the other hand, don't give much importance to this aspect of language production. Well, I think it's very important to try and aim to achieve a good pronunciation. Pronunciation is a really important aspect, but be careful, pronunciation is not the same thing as accent, and I'll explain why in a second. And the other important aspect is the phonetics. Phonetics is really important when you learn a new language, but even if you have been learning a language for some time, it's very useful to rethink your target language in terms of phonetics and correct pronunciation. But then I think the concept of accent is sometimes overrated, because I've come across people who really strive to achieve a perfect accent. They want to, let's talk about English, which is the most popular language, the most popular foreign language for among language learners throughout the world. Of course, the choice of, let's say, the two main types of English, American versus British, it's a matter of preference, personal preferences, or it's more something that has to do with the fact that you live in a certain country, in Britain or in the United States, or you simply prefer, you simply decide to go for one of the two versions for many other possible reasons. Now, when we have in mind the perfect accent, we often associate this concept with the fact that the accent we perceive as to be as the perfect one is actually the standardized accent, the standardized pronunciation. For example, in Britain, the BBC English, and to a certain extent, the English spoken in the southeast, in the home counties. But on the other hand, does it really matter? Because it's okay to have a slight foreign accent, or think about different accents in the UK, for example. A Mancunian person or someone from Liverpool, Scouse accent sounds completely different compared to the ones spoken in the southeast, in the home counties. Nevertheless, they are not less British than people living in the southeast. So there is a huge variability among English speakers, And I don't see why, when it's someone from a foreign country who have a slight or bit of more than a slight accent, foreign accent, I don't see why that should be a problem. On the other hand, correct pronunciation and phonetics are really, really important. That's true. And I invite you to focus on the pronunciation, on the phonetic, because they are at, I would say, starting from an early stage. When you first start studying the language, when you first start learning the language, I think the phonetics, along with building up the vocabulary and understanding the structure of the language, using the grammar wisely, are the building blocks of language learning. They are really the important building blocks to kind of set up the foundation on which you will build up your language abilities. So that's it for today. Yes, be mindful of your accent, but I'll tell you, you don't have to sound perfectly native, because native means many, many things. Many things. Okay, take care, guys.